Welcome to this video tutorial that will help you get started using Blackboard ePortfolios. Create your first portfolio and build the components of your biography page. These steps will get you through the home page creation assignment for week 3 of today's law office. Let's get started. Starting your ePortfolio. The first step in creating an ePortfolio is to access the Portfolio tool in Blackboard. This is available by clicking on the Global Navigation menu drop-down arrow next to your name on the top right-hand corner of your Blackboard. When you click there, the first thing you go to Tools, and then you go to Portfolios. To create a new ePortfolio, click the Create Portfolio button right here. Give your ePortfolio a title. This title serves as a file name for the portfolio. It does not appear anywhere on the portfolio itself. If you have multiple ePortfolios that you're working on, you can give a description to each. I will call mine Margaret's Portfolio. From the description is optional here, and then I can click on Submit. Blackboard then offers a tour of the Portfolio tool when you create a new ePortfolio. You can click on Take the Tour, or click on I'll explore on my own to skip it. So if you'd like to take the tour, feel free. That would be a great help. You are now inside the edit mode of your ePortfolio. The first thing to do is to create a header. The header is what appears across the very top of your ePortfolio. You see, click here to add a header to your ePortfolio. To edit the header, click on the pencil, type your header, and click Save. I will type in Margaret Hickey Marco adjunct instructor. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Caps lock on. Okay, and then I click on Save. And look at my header. You can also click here to add a footer to your ePortfolio. It appears on the bottom, so I can just put Harper College, Palatine, Illinois. And then I click on Save there. Okay, so I have my header and I have my footer. To add a page to your portfolio. Your portfolio already contains a placeholder for the first page. To give the page a name, click on the pencil. So we change page 1 to biography. You can also call it resume. You can call it whatever you would like. So we're going to call it biography, and then I'm going to click Save. Okay, if I want to add more pages, which we will be adding more pages to this ePortfolio throughout the semester, very easy. Over here on the left, I click on Add Page. So say I call this one Work Examples, which we'll be adding later. Okay, and then I hit Save. Just as an idea of how my ePortfolio is going to be organized. You can click on this to add as many pages as you want. To delete, you click on the trash can to delete the page. Okay, the next thing we want to talk about is adding sections and content. So let's go back to our biography page. So each section has a heading, a space for content, and the ability to attach one or more artifacts. If I look at a completed portfolio, can I get to mine? Well, if you can look at one, this About Me, I'll show you mine in a bit. One section, education is another section, and so on. Each page, when created, comes with a default named Section 1. to edit this, over here to the right, I can click on that and say I call this About Me. To add content, you can type text, make numbered or bulleted lists. See, here's numbered or bulleted lists. You can add tables. There's tables. You can add images. You can add video. You can insert a file. You can cut and paste. You can insert links. You can do shading or formatting, highlighting, whatever you'd like. You can add little emojis, all fun stuff. An important note on adding content, Blackboard is really, really particular about formatting. When you just copy and paste, and you'll see it when I do it on my own Blackboard, because sometimes I get lazy. If I copy and paste something from Word, the formatting gets weird, and sometimes you have to start all over. So if you can, do your best to just type things right into Blackboard to avoid formatting errors there. Okay, so one other thing, when you're looking at these boxes, they kind of are small. If you want more area, you just arrow down, choose those little 3 lines, and you can expand this box. Okay, so I can do something quickly. I am an adjunct instructor at Harper College. And then I click on save. And that part is saved. To add additional sections, down here you click on this little plus sign and say we put in education. Click on save. So I want to add another one. Work experience. You have in your assignment itself, it lists the required parts for the About Me section, or the biography section of, did I not do this? Boom. Oh, work experience, I didn't name this. Okay, and then I click on save. Oh, no, I had it already. So look, I'll show you how to delete things. You click on this little trash can, you say okay, and there you go. Now, if I don't like the order of this, say I want to move work experience up, I can move it up to after About Me. And look at that. I've switched the order, or I could move it down. That is however way you would like to organize it. You can return to editing any sections in the portfolio by clicking on the page and clicking on the pencil, or in the content area itself. You can delete any sections by using the trash can either here or in this table of contents within each section. I would now like to add a headshot image to my biography page. Adding images can be one of the trickier parts of building an ePortfolio, and have some patience, and if you have problems, just give me a holler. Okay, first, somewhere on your computer or device, have an image to be prepared to attach. You need to have an image in either a JPEG or a PNG format. Image names should be letters only, no spaces, numbers, or other characters. They can cause difficulties in Blackboard. So we're going to edit the About Me section. If you already have text in there, be careful about where you're inserting a picture. So if you want the picture above, give yourself some room. If you want the picture below, put a hard return between your text and where you're going to put your image. Okay, then you click on this little insert edit image, and then we have to explore my computer for a headshot. So I'm going to browse my computer. Here it is. And I find my picture and I click on open. Now give your picture a name. I'm just going to call mine headshot. You can also call it M. Marco headshot, whatever you want for your title. Okay, then I want to go to appearances. Well, if I insert it now, it's going to be ginormous because I have it. There's a lot of pixels on it, but I can show you. Don't cost nothing. See, oh, that's a little bit too much of me. So I'm going to come back, choose this, and then go back to image. So I go over to appearance, and I want to make this smaller. Okay, the entire width of the ePortfolio is about 900 pixels, so you want to keep images to 600 or less. I like 20, and as long as I have this constrained properties set, it's going to then align there. Other things I can do here is I can say my alignment, maybe I want right alignment. That's great. I can add a border. If I type in border and say I want a thick border, I do 2. And look now, see my picture in the border is thicker. Okay, all different things that I can do. I click on update. Update. Oh, there it is. And then I click on save. And here I am. Okay, I right aligned, and that's why it's there. One thing that is important when you're the file that you're looking at, make sure it is right side up, because once it's in here, you can't rotate it, and it gets kind of tricky. Okay, to remove an image, when you're in the editing, you right click on it, and here I'll show you. I right click on it, and then I just cut, and then I'm done. I didn't cut it, but you can see. All right, so we've done all this beautiful work. I want to see how it looks. I go up here to preview and customize. This opens a preview of your ePortfolio in a new tab in your browser. It's in this view where you can make some design changes to your ePortfolio at any time by clicking on, look at that, that's kind of what it looks like right now. I can click on Customize Style. There's 4 different layouts that you can choose from. I'm going to stick to one. And there's a bunch of different colors. So this one's pretty. Citrus. Oh, look at that. Orangey. Fuchsia. So whatever you feel is professional and suits your style. I wouldn't get too flowery or something that looks less than professional, but they're all pretty good. They're not putting, goofy stuff in here. Okay. When you've chosen your preferred style, you click on Save, and this is how it would look to a viewer if you send them a link. Okay, and then when we're done with this, we hit Close. Now, if we're done editing for now, we click on Done Editing. Make sure before you click on Done Editing that you've saved everything. Okay, and here you have all your saved portfolios. To get back to it, to the one you're looking at, you can click on Edit. If you just want to see what this one looks like, you click on View, and it's just a preview mode. Okay, back to that Customize and View section. To navigate back to your regular Blackboard, you click on My Blackboard, and that's my traditional Blackboard screen. Okay, to get back here, I click on my name, go to Tools, go to Portfolios, and then I'm back to that screen. Easy peasy. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is creating and attaching an artifact. As you build your ePortfolio, you will need to attach many items to share. You don't want to type in your work product, such as, your work examples, things like that. Assignments. Okay, so these attached items are attached to the subpages, and we call them artifacts. And you have to do it here from this outside page. The reason why that's nice is if I have more than one portfolio, I can always access my artifacts. And if you update your artifacts, then the updated versions will then show in all of your ePortfolios. So to create an artifact, you start from the My Portfolios page, which we're on, then click on My Artifacts. When this opens up, you click on Add a Personal Artifact. Okay, so this is obviously something that is going to be then available on your computer. Give the artifact a title. This title will appear as the link to the artifact when it's attached to your ePortfolio. So say I call this Resume 2019. Okay, you can give a description to what this is, so that way if you're trying to access this later, you'll know, it's identifying, so you know what it is. Content, you don't really have to do that. I would recommend saying, this is the one, we did in 2019. Something like that. So you can recognize it and you know what it is when you're using it later. Okay, then you click on Browse My Computer. And I'm just going to search for a resume here. And then I'm going to click on Open, and then I'm going to click on Submit. So there we have it. So these are all my artifacts. I've got a ton. I can go back to my portfolios. And now it lives here in this My Artifacts area. So to attach it, so we're going to go back to my portfolio that I just worked on. Click on Edit. And then say I'm going to add the artifact to my About Me section. Or you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to create a different section that says Resume, which is what I want you to do. Okay, so we're going to say Resume attached is my most recent resume. Spell it correctly, that would be helpful. Okay, and then I go to Add Artifact, just like adding an attachment. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Resume 2019, and then I hit Submit, and then I click on Save. Okay, so then when I go here to my Preview and Customize, all right, so maybe I should have done a better job when I was typing this for my name, because that is what's seen. So having that typo there looks unprofessional, but now I can access my attachment right there. And they can pull up that document. I'm going to close. To make any changes to artifacts, you have to, you have to do that from the My Portfolios page. I should have done editing first. Okay, so for your homework for this week, you are going to create your biography page. You're going to have a section that's about me, a section that's career goals, a section education, a section work experience, relevant skills, and then you're going to have that artifact, which is a resume, and this is your goal. I would also, if you can, put in a photo, put in a photo. Okay, so that is our first foray into the ePortfolio world. This will be a big part of your final grade, the completed assignment, but we'll be working on it, class by class, adding things to make sure it's not too much at the end of the semester. That's it for me for now, and I will talk to you next week.